Welcome back, everyone. It's EvanHusa57 here. We are back on Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on the Xbox One. This will be Part 1, Mission 1, Black Ops on realistic difficulty. As you can see right there, realistic difficulty is what I have it set up for. This will be a walkthrough. Doing it co-op, of course, joined by Spartan over there. He's not quite ready for this, but I'm going to go ahead and show you my loadout that I'll be using. I recommend that you do this at level 20, so you do level up in the campaign separate to multiplayer and zombies. And the reason why you want to get level 20 is so that you can use two primary weapons. So you'll see that my primary weapon, and I highly recommend you use this, is the Draken. I do have a thermal optic, extended mags, fast mags, rapid fire, and FMJ. As a secondary weapon, I'm using the Gorgon because it's a two-shot LMG, 2 shots for a kill. I don't have anything unlocked for it. Then I'm using on an attack rig. It's absolutely essential that you use repulsive armor and emergency reserve. That gives you 1 free revive. Carry EMP grenades, and then I carry thermite. Also, when you get level 20, you have access to all 3 cores in the campaign. So I'll primarily be using the Firefly Swarm, the Enhanced Sonic AP, and then under control I will be using the Remote Hijack and Protocol Override. As well as under the material, I'll be using the Camouflage. So other than that, you're pretty much set. If you want to get all the achievements in like one playthrough, you could start the campaign on realistic difficulty, but I really don't recommend that you do that because it's going to be insanely difficult. And basically, for the most part, it's pretty much 1 bullet and you're dead. So yeah, keep that in mind. Most of your engagements are going to be at a longer distance. Now, sadly, with this game, there's a lot of cutscenes that are unskippable. So while we have this cutscene, which most of you have probably already watched, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the reason why I'm using the Draken. It is a semi-automatic weapon, sniper rifle class, and many of you might say that that's not really a good thing to use, but it is actually the best weapon to use. I finally managed to convince Spartan to use it because he wouldn't listen to me, but yeah. Anyways, thing about it is think of the Shiva. It's a high damage semi-automatic assault rifle, but because the Draken is in the sniper rifle class, it has better accuracy and it has higher damage. It's actually a one-shot kill on lower difficulties to most enemies. Therefore, adding the extended magazines and rapid or quick mags gives you the ability to carry 28 rounds in the magazine and still maintain a very fast reload. As far as your secondary weapon, well, pretty much anything that you take is going to be better than the pistol that, even on recruit, takes like 7 shots to actually kill an enemy. So you could take an assault rifle. I really don't recommend shotgun or SMG because you're pretty much not going to get close enough to use them. Or you could bring in a rocket launcher, but most of the time, if you need a rocket launcher to actually progress through the campaign, there's already one on the ground. So that's why we went with the LMG.
The NRC are going to be here soon. We got about 1 minute to create.
Sadly, the first part of this mission is actually all scripted. You really can't do anything. It's still a cutscene, technically speaking. It's cooler than the first half, so we'll leave it in there.
Copy that. Diverting track.
Now, like I was saying, you can do this on, well, at any level. You could be level 1 and start. You're just going to have a real nightmare of a time. Now, I don't know if this was intentional in the game or not, but this is the very first mission, so spoiler alert, you don't get your cybernetic upgrades in this mission. However, you still get to use all of your cybernetic cores, even though at this moment you're a regular soldier. Kind of weird that way, but hey, whatever.
Input confirmed. Targeting parameters accepted.
All is good down here. Possible malfunction at your end? Fire now!
Firing.
Dead system engaging targets. Firing.
Shit! Get down!
And since it is pretty much a one bullet kill, you got to be quick on this door. Or just
Taylor,
use a sniper rifle.
Version is in play. Bird is down.
Confirmed. Sentries are leaving their post to respond to the crash.
So as you can see, got my sniper, I got my Gorgon.
We're on it. See you at the RP.
Roger that.
As you can see, Spartans level
They're
12.
busy dealing
So
with the crash. These uniforms should allow us to slip by unnoticed.
this mission also does take a little bit longer than it needs to because of the fact that you have to kind of wait on
Security
Hendricks.
stations across the way in the tunnels. Once there, we'll be able to pinpoint the minister's exact location. Heads and weapons down. Keep it cool until we make the grab.
I'll follow your lead.
So you can't shoot any of these enemies. There's actually really no way that I know of to do anything wrong in this part because it's basically scripted. So kind of just follow Hendricks and see if you can like push him because he's a slow ass. A very slow ass. Because I can't melee this guy. Hi. Hey brother, what's up? Oh no, you just got stabbed. I don't know what happened to you. Whatever. He's dead. And you still might as well walk because, again, you gotta wait on Hendricks, and he's very slow. I don't know, I think he'd draw more attention just by going as slow as he is. Don't worry, we'll get into combat soon enough. One more door that you have to wait on Hendricks for.
Taylor, we're at the security station.
Because apparently we don't possess the mental fortitude to open a door.
Let's do this.
Ready when you are.
Of course, I don't know, I might draw a lot of attention to myself walking around in a World War II outfit, you know?
I'll kill
Don't
the
worry,
alarms on this
I'm
one, get
undercover.
plugged in and locate the minister.
More scripted. You just gotta wait to be able to interact with the console, and then
Taylor,
you can pretty much
scanning
flip
the package.
through the camera feeds by
Waiting for
smashing
visual
the A button. But sometimes there are certain ones where you have
So
to
did I.
actually wait for the dialogue
Sons of
before
bitches.
it lets you change the
The
camera
NRC are
feed.
known for brutality.
And FYI, this campaign is pretty brutal, so some of you
Taylor.
might want to skip this part.
Did you know there were other prisoners?
The minister is the only priority.
This is one of those ones that
Understood.
you can't skip
Check
because
the
you
next
have
feed.
to wait.
Just gonna leave him to be tortured?
We have our orders.
Basically, you have to wait on the dialogue before you can
Relax.
actually go through and skip the feed.
That's him, the minister.
Still have a couple
being
more
moved.
camera feeds that you have to
Have
flip
find
through
out
at
where
this
they're taking
point.
him.
Like I said, if you're fast on the A button, you can do this pretty quickly. And basically, this is the last
Bingo.
camera feed that you sit
Match
on,
confirmed.
and then
Moving to secure.
you're good to go.
ETA?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. I'll be timing you.
And
Son
of
a
course,
bitch was
you're
never
waiting on
friendly.
Hendricks.
You sound like the voice of
He'd rather
experience.
talk to you than
Trust
open
me.
the door.
I am.
Alright, here we go. Now, first engagement, I'm going to keep the Gorgon out. There's 3 enemies that come right through this hallway. As soon as you see them, engage them. Also, highly recommend that you keep... I'm keeping Firefly Swarm out, and I'm going to use that actually to engage with first, and then back to the sniper rifle. And the whole reason for using the sniper rifle is it's a one-hit kill, which is what you desperately need. Target the enemies above you and I'm using the thermal sight just to make it easier, waiting on this Firefly Swarm to recharge. As soon as it recharges, I'm going to cast it again. The whole reason for using the Firefly Swarm is because it actually tracks out enemies. So even if you don't see enemies on the map, it's possible for you to track them. And Spartan found a bullet. So we're going to back up and try and revive him without taking a bullet right now. Luckily, my Firefly Swarm is actually doing work out there, and I can use it again. Go ahead and reload. Actually, reload both weapons here. The reload is slightly long for this Gorgon. And take it slow. Let your teammates do some of the work for you. There are certain parts and missions that you'll actually be able to let your AI do the work for you, which is going to come in very handy because, as you've seen, Spartan literally took a bullet from somewhere out in the abyss and was insta-killed by it. Which means these guys as well, this fight has to be very, very quick, so I'll take the two on the back. And I should be able to get both of these guys with one shot. But I'll use 5 or 6 just to make sure they're dead. That part's scripted, so you wait. This next part is also scripted, but you can speed it up a little bit by waiting at the door that you have to open. Because Hendricks likes to not only walk very slowly, but he likes to carry on very long conversations. And eventually, when he gets here, you'll be prompted to open this door. I've already been at this door, thank you, game. Because magically the door is just left unlocked and all I have to do is open it. You are forced to walk into the room, but then you can just turn around, walk out of the room, and wait at this door.
Minister. Khalil. Hendricks. Can you fight, Khalil? Always. We'll grab a weapon from the locker room up ahead and reprogram.
And as you can see, since Spartan picked the wrong class to start with, he did pick up a regular Man of War, which has got a little better range than what he was using. He was using a Kuda. Kuda is the starting weapon that you would get for this level if you've never played it before. I highly, highly recommend you don't use it. It's a submachine gun. It doesn't have the range or the damage that you need. Now we're going to keep the Gorgon out for this part. It's just got a little extra magazine capacity. And immediately engage the enemy. As soon as you can, cast the Firefly Swarm if you have it unlocked. Oh, yep, could not get him. Now, I do have the emergency reserve, so it's going to let me revive, and I'm going to back up, finish the reload, and then grab Spartan. Now, the thing about that emergency energy reserve, it can only be used one time per mission. So now, if I go down, I'm kind of shit out of luck. And that's why we're going to just stay back. And you need to take this extremely slowly. Every time you can launch that Firefly Swarm, it will track enemies. It will actually seek out enemies for you. So extremely helpful there. And lots of enemies up high, so we're going to be blasting away with the sniper rifle. At least there isn't friendly fire per se. Again, going to launch the Firefly Swarm. And I can see the enemies on thermal. They do like to throw a lot of grenades, so keep that in mind. Try not to shoot your teammates either. Take it slow. There's an elevator full of enemies that you have to take out, but there's no point in running there to die. You can throw thermite grenades. No, he still got his shot off. What a bastard. Sadly, you can't throw grenades when you're down, though. I'm going to try and crawl back down the stairs, see if Spartan can get to me real quick. And just make sure we have any... Nope, they're all dead. Okay. Shoot a teammate for no reason.
Moving. We're almost out of here.
Drop your weapon! Lower them now!
We're dead if we do. Trust me, we're dead if we don't.
Drop them! Move forward!
Yeah, it's a good thing that we don't have to kill these guys. If we did, ooh, that would suck. There's an ammo crate right up here. As soon as we get out of this conversation again, because they, again, they love to just talk a lot, and you can't jump over the railing. It's a 2-foot-high railing, and I can't jump over it.
That's a pity.
I kind of wish I could just shoot Hendricks in the back of the head and be done with it.
That's not funny, man.
And there's no way to skip it because it's not a cutscene, it's just dialogue that you have to sit there and listen to.
Exfil in 10. Diaz, you're on babysitting duty. Let's roll.
And there you go. So first thing we're going to do is make a nice pit stop there at that ammo crate. Watch that door because, yeah, enemies come straight through it. Shoot them, even though they're on the ground, shoot them. You don't want them to get back up. This is going to be a bit of a slow fight. Cast that Firefly Swarm, and you're going to probably go down when you go through there. If you have flashbangs, you can use them. But yeah, it's still an extremely difficult area, and trying to get a shot because you're standing on a very small ledge that's not very good. I'm gonna wait for my Firefly Swarm again and cast it out again, and you'll notice that it'll kind of just split up and dart around and find enemies, which is exactly what we want it to do. And since I have the Firefly Swarm, which is the upgraded version of the regular Swarm, it will actually kill enemies, and that's very important. Now you can either go through the door down there, or you can go up to the window where Diaz is.
Get to Exfil. I got these guys. Go.
And the only reason why we're going up here is just to get a slightly better shot on the door, but the guy moved, so
Our weapons are no
we'll
good
go
against
ahead
that
and
APC.
cast that. And what I want to do is I want to try and take out the guys on the gunner seat on the APCs. And the reason for doing that is because we actually have to target this plane. There should be a plane right in there. A VTOL. But there's too many regular enemies, so we need to thin the herd out a bit there. And recast the Firefly Swarm, which you'll notice it just kind of goes everywhere. And that's because it actually goes and seeks out enemies. So very good. Good Firefly Swarm. Good cyber core to have. And of course we have one gunner that just does not want to die. So we're going to have to take the rest of the enemies out. Again with the Firefly Swarm. And I'm actually going to wait. Next ability to use, which is a main reason why you like having level 20 so you have access to all the cores. It's going to be the active camouflage core. And kind of just thin out the herd of enemies. Again, another reason to have the sniper rifle. Now that my power's recharged, I'm actually going to go to the material core and go to the active camouflage.
Aim for
missiles!
And what we're going to do is we're going to activate the active camouflage so they don't see us.
We ain't doing shit to that APC.
And
Focus your fire
you got
on
to
the
wait
VTOL.
until you can shoot those missiles down. And there you go. That's how you get past that section.
APC is down.
Oh, back up, Spartan. I need to try and crawl over to Spartan so I'm not in the door because somebody shot me through the door. That's kind of a new trick. I guess it was payback for me using active camouflage, so that's probably what that was. Switch back to the Chaos Core, and again the Firefly Swarm should be almost recharged now. And we're just going to carefully pie the corner here. Wait for Firefly Swarm to become available. Shoot the Firefly Swarm through the room. And then we're going to try and make a break into this room. You'll see that my Firefly Swarm is over there doing work. One enemy, but one enemy is enough to kill you. And good thing that Hale's got our back. Now for a difficult task, just stay down. This is one of these cases where let your teammates do their job. Just cast that Firefly Swarm and you're good. And we're gonna stay back and use the sniper rifle.
Better hustle. Pickups 5 out. On me! On me!
And that guy's on fire, charging Spartan. Okay, whatever. He's glitched. He's not a threat, so we'll leave him alone. Ammo crate right here, which you'll need desperately.
Exfil is across.
Firefly Swarm again.
They'll still be right on our ass.
And what we're gonna do is this is one of those instances where you let your teammates do a lot of the work
No one follows us.
because it's basically dialogue. So we're gonna be sniping enemies as soon as they spawn. As you can see, just ripping through them. Again, cast that Firefly Swarm. That lets you move up to the next cover. Basically, you get to this point and you'll see that the two technicals come in. So what you want to do is you want to remove the gunners. So they're the biggest threat. And then at this point, you kind of just stay in cover. I'm going to launch that Firefly Swarm again. Most of the time, you're going to spend crouched because of taking damage. And then we split over here.
Tango will use the APCs. Roger that. Accessing building's electrical systems.
Heads up, we have multiple hostiles.
Grab the ammo crate because, yeah, you need ammo. Alright, now this room, there's 2 accolades you can get. You can do this room without taking any damage and without shooting anyone. We're not going to do that. This is ridiculous. So, as soon as given the prompt, you get the tactical feed and you start sniping. Because, yeah, they will insta-kill you. And they can basically see you. I need to thin out a few of them and cast my swarm before I can actually get to Spartan. And we're going to
Use your advantage.
go prone to actually revive him because, yeah,
Disabling tactical feed.
there you go.
Now what? Vito's got us pinned down.
Now, you have this VTOL. It can kill you, so I recommend you go prone. At the very least, crouch down,
Fire is mine.
because your teammates will eliminate the VTOL. And yeah, VTOL down. Now remember, there is an enemy that spawns right there on the building.
For Exfil.
So you want to kill him, then you want to crouch down, and you want to engage from a distance. Spartan is way too far out, so we're going to take our time and eliminate enemies. And then I need to be behind this forklift because there is a guy with an RPG up there. Now, I actually have the repulsor upgrade. I'm going to see if I can show you this by actually... Nope, Spartan killed him. But basically, the repulsor upgrade, what it does is it knocks rockets when it's upgraded, but it knocks rockets and grenades away from you. So it's really awesome. Now, for this part, you want to get in cover. Ideally, you want the cover closest to the door, and you want to have emulsion out. And the reason why you want emulsion out is, yeah, all those robots. You can also use EMPs, which EMPs are very, very effective. They at least disorientate the enemies. So as you can see, I'm just hurling EMPs and I'm unloading with my sniper rifle. Now this is an infinite spawn point, so as soon as the doors open, get in the door. All your players have to be in here for this to actually start. Spartan is going to have to try and crawl to me because at this point I will not be able to go out there. I don't have any EMP grenades. And there's a robot inside, so as soon as Spartan actually gets in the door and I actually have some cover because they're still spawning outside, now I can actually revive him.
You can get them out.
Not a mission priority.
So yeah,
It may not be a
difficult.
mission priority, but there's still
There is a collectible back here. If you don't have it, I already have it. So if you want that, yeah, there you go. We're going to go ahead and just get things ready, which is going to be switching to the material core and the active camouflage ability.
We'll escort the minister to the extract. We'll go back and get the hostages.
more robots.
More scripted dialogue that,
Come
yeah.
on, get out of here. Go.
I want to get on the grenade launchers though.
I got the wheel. Get on the turret.
Sadly, you actually have to get off the vehicle. It makes no sense. You have to climb up on the vehicle that we were already up on. So yeah. Now this is going to be very, very interesting. Hopefully we get some better armor because, yeah. It should be one bullet and we're dead. And I really don't want to be dead. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Okay. Alright. It's more than one bullet when you're in this vehicle. It's probably 3 bullets when you're in this vehicle. So, yeah, keep in mind. Bullets hurt a lot.
Nice fucking shooting.
Bullets hurt just, like, so much now. This is probably going to be the hardest part of the mission. You should play through all the missions at least once on a lower difficulty so that you know where some of the enemy spawns are. And what you want to do is you want to preferably burst fire your LMG. This is a little bit glitchy because there is an asshole that spawns behind you and continues to shoot you, and you cannot turn around and shoot him. So sometimes you might die and fail this because you're getting shot from the ass and you can't do anything about it. Just as a heads up on that. As you can see, my machine gun is almost overheated here because, yeah, robots. Now there is a secret achievement for completing the entire game on this difficulty, just as a heads up. It does not have to be done solo. I highly recommend that you do it co-op because it's a bitch, regardless. And apparently, we can't go off-roading. Now this is not the hardest part of the mission, actually. This is relatively easy if you know where to go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to activate that active camo, which basically gives me impunity to run over here. Then we are going to basically sit behind this rock. This rock is your friend, and you want to love this rock. Long time. And yeah, we're just gonna wait, and we need to wait until the active camo recharges, but I'm not gonna be able to get to Spartan yet. So, yeah. Spartan's stuck there, and... Nope, apparently, well, that's a new trick. Apparently, if you die, if one person dies, you're fucked. So there is no respawning. That's gonna be, that's not good right there. That's not good at all. Okay. This may actually end up being more difficult than it needs to be. And Spartan is probably going to die because I can't. Ooh, maybe. Alright, he needs to get behind this rock. Like, immediately get behind this rock. Nope. Hopefully. And hide. Hide behind rock. Just love rock. Love rock a long time. You can chuck EMP grenades if you have them, but for the most part, just hug rock.
Drone concentrating fire on multiple targets. Let's wrap this up, boys.
And we're gonna activate the active camo, and then revive Spartan. Just waiting. Waiting some more.
Drone is in position, ready for pickup. Secure! Get your ass over here now!
And there we go. Now, that is scripted, so yeah, you're here. And we're gonna skip it because it's just brutal. And I don't want to spend the time on it.
Inbound, 2 minutes. Hang tight, you're not dying today.
And that's actually the end of this mission. So, not the most difficult mission. You're going to have a couple times that you die there. The whole thing with if you're playing co-op, both players have to live. Kind of very depressing. But, you know, as you can see, got an achievement for completing that mission. 2,500 XP plus another 3,500 XP, a new outfit, and a couple challenges. So, pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, leave a comment. Otherwise, smash the like button. I will see you in part 2, and remember to subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.